So you want to increase your visibility at work. Well, I got some tips for you. Welcome to part one of a three-part series on increasing your visibility at work. I'm Dr. Obed Magni. Welcome to Dr. Magni Unplugged. If this is your first time here, please like, share, and subscribe. Here on this channel, we talk about all things related to organizational leadership. So if you're somebody who's looking to, I don't know, trying to get to the C-suite, if you're somebody who wants to be a better employee, better business owner, better leader, manager, this channel is for you, okay? So we're gonna be talking about visibility at work. As you guys can see, I'm here in beautiful Cartagena, man, see, I need more coffee. I'm in Cartagena, Colombia. So the first thing you gotta do is set goals, right? So how did I end up here? Well, I decided that I was gonna pick a day, pick a week that I was gonna come down and have vacation with my cousin and some of my friends. And this is no different when you're at work, when you're trying to be seen. You gotta set goals, all right? You gotta have that roadmap of, hey, you know what? I wanna get to a certain position, I wanna get to a certain location. This is where it is. I need to, write out or map out that process and how I'm gonna get there. So first things first, you gotta set goals, all right? Second thing you gotta do, continuing education. As we all know, when we hear continuing education, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Probably going back to college to get your bachelor's degree or your master's degree or your doctorate. That's a part of the process too, okay? Continuing education also includes reading books, subscribing to your industry publication. So if you're somebody, for example, who's in K-12, you want to be a teacher, principal, superintendent, make sure you're subscribing to the newsletters that cater to teachers, principals, superintendents, people in education. All right? Doing that will keep you on the current trends, so you know what's going on, what's around you, how to get to where you need to go to, and also increases your competency. So when you're having those conversations, or if you're doing interviews, as we talked about in the previous series, and actively interviewing, you want to know what's going on so that when you're in those meetings and you're giving your opinion or you're talking about current events, people are going to say, hey, you know what? This person knows what they're talking about. They're clearly on top of their game. All right? So that's number two. Make sure you guys are continuing your education. All right? Number three, and this I struggle with, so don't judge me, y'all. But you gotta stay on top of technology. If you're trying to be seen at work, if you're trying to be an invaluable asset at your job, you gotta stay on top of technology. So whether it's learning the new apps that are out there that make your job easier, I mean, we have AI right now, right? There's a lot of technology out there that can help you be the best version of yourself. Make sure you're leveraging those things at your job. Okay? Now the fourth thing, okay? I cannot stress this enough. You gotta be proactive. You gotta be proactive. You gotta be proactive. Nothing's gonna land on your lap, okay? If you think about all the successful people that you see out there, from Tony Robbins to whoever, okay? Each and every one of them have a similar story of working very hard to get there. Now, don't get me wrong, working hard is obviously something you gotta do, but you also got to be proactive. So if you're shooting for a position at your job or something like that, what are you doing proactively on the side to get there? Okay? So be proactive, be proactive, be proactive. Speak up in meetings if you have to so people can hear your voice, and things like that. So I'm not going to give you all the tips in part one. I'm going to save some of that for part two and part three. But again, just to reiterate, the top four things that we talked about today: make sure you're setting goals, make sure you're continuing your education, you're gonna make sure you stay on top of that technology, okay? Stay on top of that technology. And the fourth thing is you've gotta be proactive. Doing those things will undoubtedly increase your visibility at work and make you an invaluable asset at your job. So again, I'm Dr. Obed Magni. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.